Hello and welcome to our real-time information video, which should give you an introduction and an insight into real-time information. Now, this real-time information guide will help you understand what RTI is, what you will need and what you'll need to do. We've been working directly with the HMRC on implementing RTI to make it as easy as possible for you to submit RTI to the HMRC. And we also currently have clients on the RTI pilot scheme. You can keep up to date on the HMRC website, and there's a link just there. There's a site dedicated to RTI. If you're looking for help and advice on RTI, or looking for payroll software that is RTI compatible, or even if you're thinking about outsourcing your payroll, then visit our websites there or give us a call on the number. What is RTI? Now, in April 2013, the HMRC are introducing a new way of reporting PAYE, which they've called Real-Time Information, or RTI. Now, RTI is being introduced to improve the operation of PAYE, which means that PAYE information will be collected more regularly and more efficiently. Basically, this means that every time you pay your employees, be it weekly, 2 or 4 weekly, monthly, quarterly, etc., you will have to submit the payroll information to the HMRC. Now, our payroll software will collect the necessary information and send it online to HMRC. And as a result, the HMRC are advised about PAYE payments throughout the year, rather than at the end of the year when you currently submit your returns. So instead of doing a P35 and submitting P14s at the end of the year, you will submit information to the HMRC every time you pay your employees. How will this affect me? Now, the majority of UK employers will start using the RTI service from April 2013, and all employers will be routinely reporting PAYE in real time before October 2013. Now, this may affect the way you run your payroll and some of the processes you do each week or month, and also your current understanding on some payroll procedures. You will also need to be aware and understand the changes for RTI. Now, failing to comply may result in fines for the employer after the initial introduction period, and possibly employees receiving an incorrect universal credit payment. When will I have to submit RTI? Now, you will be legally required to use the RTI from April 2013, with all employers' data being sent through RTI by October 2013. Now, HMRC will tell you when your business needs to make this move. It's important to start preparing now for RTI, and although RTI will be a highly automated process in our software, with reporting embedded into the payroll, as employers you should be starting to think about what RTI means for your organisation, and you should start getting your employee detail together right away, which we'll cover in the next slide. What will I need? Now, you may need to collect information about employees that is critical to RTI. Now, you will not be able to make RTI submissions to HMRC without the following: employee data, surname, forename, gender and date of birth for each employee. Now, the address is also mandatory for new starters, but not existing employees. Now, the NI number is desirable. However, not knowing the NI number for some of your employees will not stop the submission of RTI to HMRC. Now, if you are running QTAC 1213 or Mammoet 1213 payroll, you can run the RTI data check report under Reports, Employee, RTI data check. And this report will help you identify any missing data you need for your employees to be able to submit RTI. Also, company data. You will need your government gateway, user ID and password, which you should or possibly already use to submit info to the HMRC, as well as the company accounts office reference number. Now, the user ID and password will go into the File by Internet Setup section, and the accounts office reference will go into company maintenance, and then to the tax, NI and pension tab. Terminology. Now, here I'll just take you over some of the terms that you're probably going to be hearing quite a lot over the coming months and years. Now, RTI, of course, is real-time information, and this is just a term used to describe the changes to payroll from April 2013. It's just the way that the HMRC will be receiving up-to-date information about payroll in real time. EAS. which is the Employer Alignment Submission. Now this would only be submitted for employees with over 249 employees. So if you have less than 250 employees, then an EAS is submitted in your first FPS submission. FPS, the Full Payment Submission. Now an FPS submission should be sent every time employees are paid and closed in the payroll. So for every month, if you're monthly, every week if you're weekly, and every 2 weeks for 2 weekly, etc., etc. EPS. Now that's the Employer Payment Summary. Now, if you have any recovery for statutory payments, like SMP, OSPP and sick leave, etc., then you would have to submit an EPS each period to inform the HMRC of any reduction in your liabilities. An EPS would also be submitted if you have not paid any employees in a tax period, so that HMRC do not expect any payment from you. So if you do not pay any employees, then you wouldn't submit an FPS and instead submit an EPS. Now as we get closer to the deadline for RTI, we will be creating some extra videos just to show you how to do each of these submissions. How can we assist you? Now you will be legally required to use RTI from April 2013, with all data being sent in real time by October 2013. Now HMRC again will have to tell you when your business needs to make this move. Now it's important to start preparing for RTI now by getting your employee data together, as we showed you earlier. Now if you need any help at all, any questions, then please give us a call on the number below or visit our website. And again, you can also keep up to date on the HMRC website with a link provided at the bottom. Though rest assured, because we've tried to make the payroll as easy to use as possible for you to submit RTI. Thank you very much for watching our introductional video to real-time information, and remember to keep an eye out for those videos as we get closer to April 2013. If you have any questions at all, then please give us a call on 01179 353500 or visit our website at www.qtac.co.uk.